Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. Supportive Oracle cards, The Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Which, if you've heard me in other videos, and maybe I've said it in one of yours in the past, been looking for that deck, finally found it. So we're going to use it. It's appropriate time of year, right? Why not? Not that I wouldn't use it at other times of the year anyway, but I'm glad to have it. Okay, what do we got for Leo? Okay, what's going on with the face down cards? Is somebody pulling a fast one or something on you guys? What's going on here? Alright, starting off. So you're starting off fairly good. It's somebody is just like, it's a problem with a person. Even though you're starting off with good cards, you've got joy here, but you got the veil here kind of hidden back here. So it's kind of like, the joy is kind of like the situation overall, or maybe the person, there's somebody you're dealing with that you very much like. But it's like, it's the connections to this person, or connections to this situation. It's kind of like, and maybe the job is really good, and you're very happy with the job, and you're getting what you want out of the job, but maybe there's a few people here where you're like, I see them for who they are. I don't feel like I can trust certain people. And I'm getting like the Six of Pentacles with the Four of Cups is telling me, I'm rolling with it. You know, I'm not expecting a perfect world. You're not always going to have people you like or really trust around you, and you're going to have to make the best you can with it. And you're right on point with that. Like, yeah, well, you know, this crap happens. Doesn't mean I'm going to let it ruin my day. You see them, that's the veil. Kind of like you see I just don't trust certain people. I just feel like they're shifty, or like I just, you know, you turn your back on them, you're probably going to get a knife in it. Like, you got to be careful. But at the same time, you're not letting it ruin things. At the same time, but it's like, it's back and forth. It's kind of like, yeah, but I see them with the Four of Cups. Like, there's a couple people here I'd like to kind of get rid of them, trade out them for somebody else, but it's not really something up to me to do right now. So you're kind of handling it the best you can. It's a good situation, but there's like, when I'm saying somebody's bothering you, like they're not a good person or something like that, it's like, it really, like, it's kind of like, sooner or later, they're going to stab you in the back. That's how you feel. It's not like, I need to keep my eye on them. I need to keep my eye on them just in case. It's more like, sooner or later, they're coming for me, because that's what they do. And it's just kind of like, what type of sneaky way are they going to do it? You don't feel like you can trust them to come to you face-to-face in an honorable way. Like, they're going to pull some type of BS. And you're like, it's just a matter of time. That's why I think you got the veil and the Four of Cups. Kind of like, it's not like I just have to be wary of them. I know sooner or later it will happen. And that's kind of your energy. Like, yeah, I know sooner or later they're going to be a problem. I just don't know what to do with it right now that's not going to, you know, backfire on me. Because that's not right. You've got then the barmbrack bread. Actually, they don't have bread on there, but that's what it is, I think. And the Eight of Swords. You're anticipating it, and you're right. I feel like you're dead on. You're like, no, they do this. They do this. It's just a matter of time. I've seen them do it to other people, or there's something about this person. You're like, yeah, no, I've dealt with this kind before. And I can see them sizing me up. I see them sizing me up, and it's not like you're worried about them getting the better of you. It's just kind of like, it's kind of like planning a really big dinner, and you're kind of like, this is going to be somebody who, or I'm getting that. I've seen some videos about this recently. That's why this is popping in. Planning a wedding. It's kind of like when the bride is planning her wedding, and everybody says what they're going to do, and then the mother-in-law shows up wearing a white wedding dress, and it's kind of like, what? Like, I've seen a couple videos where that's happened, and I was kind of blown away. It's kind of like that feeling, like they're going to pull something like that. And it's kind of like, yeah, I know they're going to do that, and it's going to be like, it's not going to destroy the whole situation, but it's going to put a lot of focus on this person, and they're going to steal away some of the value, and you don't really like that. It's not like they're going to take you down and destroy what you have, but they're going to diminish the return. It's not going to be as good as it should be, and you're just kind of like, what are they going to do? That's the Brambrack Barmbrack, can't speak, never could. It's kind of like, I know they're going to do something, I just don't know what. It's kind of like when you get a slice of this bread, it has a ring in it, a stick, a coin, a pea, piece of cloth, there might be some other stuff. But it's kind of like when I don't know I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know it's like if I bite into a coin, I'm not going to enjoy that. Even though it's a good luck omen, but still. You know, like I don't know what to do about it. I feel trapped. Like I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to like put effort into something just to have it diminished. It's annoying. Okay, here's where the face down cards start. So, what do we have in there? Double. Okay, Skull of Stars, the Owl, and the Four of Wands. This might not be bad, which is shocking me. I think you're going to win out on this one. I just don't think you're expecting to. That's very interesting. Because Leo is good with confidence. Y'all are good with confidence. I know that. But you're also very keen. Like, oh no, that person, I know to keep my eye on that one. And you're also very keen. Like, yeah, it's just a matter of time before that one comes for me. You're very keen on that too. It's not about confidence. It's about being aware. And you're very aware. And what I'm getting is like, behind the scenes, the energy seems to be solidifying for you. And even though the energy is happening and somebody's like playing their games and you know that they're there, the Skull of Stars is kind of like, I feel like somebody, when I'm feeling the Skull of Stars, it really makes me feel like somebody behind the scenes, they're making sure, like they're kind of, I wouldn't say that, well, are they using you? I don't think they're using you. But like when this bad energy or this bad egg or this bad seed, whatever you want to call this person, this negative person is sizing you up and getting ready to make their move, right? Somebody else is using this to their advantage because you're not the only one who doesn't like this person. You're not the only one who has a problem with this person or looks at this person like, yeah, it's just a matter of time before they cause issue or cause a problem or diminish the return for all of us. There's other people who feel the same way as you do. The trick is with this one, they're not against you, but they're not with you either. They're not for or against you. You're who you are, they're who they are. But what they do see is like when this person starts lining up or setting up or getting ready to cause problems for you, this person uses that moment to take the advantage or take the offensive and point that out to the right people. Like, look what so-and-so's doing. They're trying to screw over the Leo. And when they do that, they're going to screw over all of us at the same time. And that's not right. We're all going to pay for this. And that's not right. The Leo didn't do anything to deserve that. Again, this is not, be careful, this is not an ally for you, but it's not somebody against you either. This is just somebody taking that moment, taking advantage of that moment, pointing out this bad person. It's the owl. The owl knows when to strike. The owl knows when to strike. That's one of the things. They swoop down, they're very quiet, they go in the night, they try to stay out of the limelight. Like, they try to stay hidden in the dark, and I'm getting that. This person, whoever this is, wants to stay hidden in the dark. And somebody is coming in and swooping in and trying to take out this problem. And I'm getting like they're getting a lot of support with this with the Four of Wands. Like there's a very strong bond here. Again, this person isn't for or against you, but they are a supporter of somebody doing what they're supposed to do. You do your job the way you're supposed to do it. You handle things the way you're supposed to. Whoever this person is causing problems for you, that just throws a cog in the machine. It throws a wrench in the machine. It just causes things to go wonky for a while, and it doesn't need to happen, and they don't like that. So it's kind of like there's a lot of, like, there's a solidarity, kind of like we have a problem. It's not the Leo, it's that other person, but since they're going for the Leo, we need to point that out to the right person so we can get rid of the problem. And they're trying to get rid of the problem. So it's kind of like you kind of have an ally, but you kind of don't. Again, this person is not for nor against you. They just simply, it's kind of like the enemy. I don't think it's the enemy of my enemy. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair. But I feel like somebody who's not good for you is also not good for them, so they're taking this moment to get rid of them or point it out. I'm getting the Emperor comes in. The Emperor can be very warlike. This person, I feel like at first stays very... No, this is somebody else. The Emperor is very warlike. This might be another person... like a third person? Like how many people we got going on so far? There's you, there's the negative person, and then there's this other one here, the star person, whoever that is. the skull of stars, whoever, that's the person. And then there's a fourth, I think this is a fourth person. Somebody's going to, like, once it comes forward, once that star energy comes forward and says, hey, look at that. That ain't right. The Emperor comes in and is nobody's friend. Comes in a little bit brutally. Comes in quite brutally, actually. And I feel like this might jar you at first. But I feel like once you see what they're doing, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, ask your questions, whatever. It doesn't bother you once you realize what they're doing. At first it may jar you, like, hey, don't come at me like that, like I didn't even do anything, like what's the problem? But once you realize that they're just coming in hard and fast and kind of brutally, just kind of like, we're going to find out the truth, we're going to deal with the truth, and we're going to settle this, and that'll be that. They're not coming in as anybody's friend. They're nobody's ally. They're simply here about the truth. We're going to find out the truth, and we're going to just put this in line, and that'll be that. Not anybody's ally, just whatever the truth is, and when we find out the truth, we're going to just settle it that way. This goes to your benefit. This literally, because it's like you have nothing to hide. You have literally nothing to hide in this situation I'm getting. So when they come in brutally, at first again it jars you, but then the truth comes out, everybody's kind of treated brutally. Everybody. You, that star energy, the dark energy, whoever that is, that's not very good to deal with, all of you were treated the same way. But I feel like the one who cracks under it is the person who should crack under it. The other two, like, I feel like you in the skull of stars is kind of like, well, that's kind of rude, but it's bringing forth the truth. So if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. Star card comes out again. You're going to figure out who this star card is. The star energy will come forward and you will figure out who it is. I think they just want you to realize this is neither ally nor foe. It's just somebody bothering you they didn't like, and they took the advantage to take care of it because they felt like it was the right thing to do. Just remember, neither ally nor foe. Whoever that person is, the troublemaker was, the problem person, I'm getting the 10 of Swords. This might be their swan song. They might be done. So if this is a work situation, they may lose their job. If not, they may be put into a position where they're not going to have the ability to cause problems again. Because when this harsh energy comes in, this Emperor, the harsh energy comes in, they can't hide anything. They're easily exposed. And they're devastated. They fail. I feel like it comes forward, all the truth comes forward. Excuse me. When I'm getting these two cards that come in, sometimes this invisibility comes in kind of like something that was invisible in the past is now visible now. That's kind of how I feel when it comes in. And then the scrying one with the crystal ball is kind of like looking at what's between the lines here, what's really happening. And that, especially with that candle makes me feel very optimistic, kind of like, a new world is opening up here. I don't feel like I'm vulnerable to this energy anymore. I don't even feel like I'm worried about whoever this Emperor was giving me a problem in the future. I almost feel like I've been vindicated. Like everything I've been doing and how I've been saying this or what I've been doing, it seems like when I'm seeing, it says the invisibility. The thing is with invisibility, you get to choose when you're seen. It's not just like you can't be seen, but I'm feeling this card, it's like you get to choose when you're seen. And I'm feeling like everything's coming out there. Especially with this crystal ball feeling here, the scrying, I'm getting like, this is moving you forward to the next level. I feel like this is actually going to be like a feather in your cap. Because other people stood up with you. You just did what you were supposed to do. I feel like you handled yourself very well. Even though that Emperor was a little rude to begin with, you just kind of rolled with it. I'm getting this is going to be like a feather in your cap. This situation, when it's all said and done, is going to be a credit to you. I get like you're very seen, even though it's invisibility. It's kind of like if you wanted to stay hidden and you just wanted to let it just evaporate and disappear and act like nothing was going on, you could do that. I don't see that really being your way. You could. I don't really see that being. It doesn't feel like Leo to me. But you're gonna let it be known. But it's also like the invisibility, like when it's shown forward, when you let yourself be seen, You're seeing when you want to on your terms, and you're showing what's been going on, and you're showing like all the other inside information you feel like it's proper to share. That's another thing with this scrying, with this crystal. It's kind of like you get to decide what you think needs to be shared. Not everything is visible. You have to be the interpreter to let people know what's there. I do think this is good. Anything else with that? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.